Hi everyone, I'm happy to see you and to get to read with you again today. We are going to be starting to read some books that are focused on feelings. What are some feelings that you already know about? You might know about the feeling happy. How many of you have felt happy before? I hope a lot of us feel happy most of the time, right? That's a nice feeling to have. What's another feeling you might know? Have you ever felt sad? How many people feel sad sometimes? I know I feel sad sometimes, and that's okay. Does anybody ever feel angry? So, we're going to be talking about those feelings and a lot of other feelings. You might even learn some new words for some new feelings that you might be having. Today, we're going to read a book to just kind of help us get started thinking about feelings. This is called All Kinds of Feelings. And I think in this story, you'll like to see some interesting things with the illustrations. We're going to be able to lift some flaps and change the illustrations a little bit. And I want you to pay attention to if you know all of these feelings already and which of these feelings you have sometimes. And then also think about if there's anything new in here that you didn't know about before. Maybe some feeling words that you haven't heard or some different things you haven't thought of yet. Try to pay attention. So, all kinds of feelings. Sometimes we feel happy. Do you see the happy faces? Sometimes we feel sad. So look at this. I can change this. You see those sad faces? Sometimes we feel friendly. Look at that. Everyone's included. Other times we feel lonely. Lonely is like if you're kind of all by yourself, especially if you wish you were with other people, but you're alone, you might feel lonely. Sometimes we feel good about ourselves, but other times we feel ashamed. Ashamed could be a little bit like embarrassed. You don't feel very good about yourself. So look what happens. Let's see if you can see this. Maybe if I hold it this way. What happens when she gets ashamed? Do you see what changes? Her face is getting kind of red. You might notice that sometimes when you have feelings, it can change the way your body feels. It can change the way your body even looks, like how she got a little bit more red in her face for a little while when she felt ashamed. So sometimes we're hurting outside and it shows. Other times we hurt inside and we might hide our feelings. I think she's feeling a little left out and not with the friends. So on the inside, her feelings are kind of hurt. Sometimes we feel jealous. Ooh, do you know what jealous means? It means that someone else has something and you wish that you had it. It could be a fun toy or something to eat. It could also be like they get to spend time with somebody you want to spend time with. So sometimes we feel jealous. I think he's jealous maybe of their ice cream. Other times we feel generous. So look, now she's sharing with him, and that's being very generous, giving something to someone else. Sometimes the color of our skin or the color of our hair or because we wear glasses or our body works differently or the size of our nose, ears, or lips or the way we dress or the things we like to do make other people feel things about us. Sometimes these feelings are unfair or wrong. So somebody might think something about you or feel something about you just because of one of these things they've noticed, but they might not be right if they don't really know you, right? And same for you, you have to be careful and make sure that you get to know people and you don't start to think things about them just because of one of these things. That wouldn't be a good way to kind of decide what you think about someone. You should get to know them and see how they treat people and what they act like. This says, some days we feel like tidying our room and keep it nice and clean, but other times we don't. She left kind of a mess. Sometimes we feel we want to be very busy. Other times we just want to chill out. So look, sometimes they relax. Sometimes we want to see our friends. Other times we want to be alone. Sometimes, this one's goofy to see. It says sometimes we feel angry with our family. Do you see that angry look? Other times, they are the most important people in the world. And I think with families, especially, and friends, even when you feel a little bit mad or frustrated at them, you still love them and you don't feel mad or frustrated for too long. This says, everyone has feelings. Feelings can be very different from day to day. So one day, maybe you feel really happy and excited, and then something might happen and you might feel kind of sad or worried for a little while, but the feelings come and go. They don't stay forever. This says, it's normal to feel strongly. It's okay to show your feelings. It's natural to have lots of different feelings. It's okay to trust your feelings. These feelings are not always the same. It's good to talk about your feelings to friends and family. So we're going to be working on learning more about that and about how we can talk to people about our feelings and how to handle our feelings really safely. If you have any strong feelings, it's okay to feel that way, but we always want to make sure that when we have any feelings, we're still being safe and we're still being respectful and a good friend and a good listener as much as we can. So we're going to be talking about all of those things together in the next few weeks. I love learning about feelings and talking about them, so I'm very excited to start to hear more of your feelings and for you to share with us. And I'm excited to tell you how I'm feeling too, because I think that's really important. I hope that you enjoyed reading that book together and learning a little bit more about feelings, and I will see you very soon.